So I'm reading Matthew 5:31 through 32, and this is not everybody's favorite verse because it talks about divorce. So this coming August will be 13 years of marriage for me and my wife. Last weekend or 2 weekends ago, my mom had told me that they had been married for 36 years. And honestly, if you knew my dad, she deserves a reward. So it says, it has been said, anyone who divorces his wife must give her a certificate of divorce. Verse 32 says, but I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality makes her a victim to adultery, and anyone who marries a divorced woman commits adultery. I feel people do not like reading this because in a society where faithfulness is not really priority on the list for a lot of people, we don't want to be told how to marry or who we're supposed to marry or how we conduct ourselves. And so I like this. You see, I think a lot of times when it comes to marriage and just things in general, it's mostly about feeling. How do you feel about a person? How do you feel about their actions? How do you feel about a lot of stuff? And to be honest, there's a lot of times my wife doesn't feel loved, but she hasn't left me. Love is more than an emotion, it's an internal state of being. It is outside of the environment of which you are in. It is about the person more than about the situation. Now, in speaking about my marriage, I don't know your marriage, but what I will say that we've had hard times many times before. And there are times where I let my emotion get the better of me, and it could have easily ended our marriage. But we stuck it out, we worked through it, and we relied on God, honestly, on a lot of our marriage. The society today says, do what you feel is right. And so if you feel another person's more attractive or can make you happier, go do that. That's not what God says. If I could give my 2 cents on 13 years of marriage, I would say make Christ the center of your relationship and what he calls marriage to be. And you probably will have a longer marriage. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, I know Christians have been married for a long time and get a divorce. That's because they let feelings and other things get in the way and not let Christ lead their marriage. A person can call themselves Christian, but unless they're walking it, it ain't going to matter. The devil don't care you go to church every Sunday, but if you don't live it every day, it ain't going to work. Now, for those of you that have gotten a divorce and it hasn't because of sexual immorality, this is not condemning you. It's just lifting up a standard. But again, God has grace and he can bless you in your new marriage or the new person you're supposed to be with, or you might just want to be by yourself. It's up to you. As long as going forward, you understand following Christ and letting him lead your marriage is key.